Here's how I make my easy New York style cheesecake. First, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Next, we're going to line a springform pan with parchment paper, which is going to help with easy removal at the end. In a bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of crushed graham crackers or 17 full sheets. I'm using the chocolate flavor. Add in 1/8 teaspoon of kosher salt and 1/4 cup sugar. Mix that together really well. Once that is all mixed together, we're going to add in 5 tablespoons of unsalted melted butter and mix until that's all incorporated. Once the mixture is completely mixed, you're going to add that to the lined springform pan and use a big spoon, cup, or bowl like I'm using to really press down the mixture to the bottom and to the sides of the pan. Put that in the oven to bake for 10 minutes and then let it cool completely before we put our mixture in. Once that comes out of the oven, you're going to reduce the temperature of the oven to 325 degrees. When the crust comes out of the oven is when I start on the filling. So we're going to use 4 bricks of room temperature cream cheese and beat those for 2 to 3 minutes until it's light and fluffy, scraping down the sides to make sure it all gets mixed together. Once the cream cheese is light and fluffy, we're going to add in 1 1/4 cup sugar, 1/8 teaspoon kosher salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla, but here I added 2 teaspoons of vanilla bean paste for the extra vanilla taste. Lastly, we're going to add in 4 large room temperature eggs, one at a time, mixing to incorporate between each one. When all the eggs have been added, scrape down the bowl one more time and mix. Before we pour the batter into the set crust, make sure to line the bottom of the springform pan with foil to make sure none of the water from the water bath will seep inside and mess up your crust. Put the pan inside a larger pan so we can add hot water into it. I push down the sides to make sure the foil at the bottom is somewhat level. I add about 4 cups of hot water to the bottom pan. Yes, I got water everywhere. It should go up about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch up the sides of the springform. Bake 60 to 65 minutes. Be careful when lifting it out of the oven because there's hot water in it. Take the cheesecake out of the water and place on a cooling rack and let it come to room temperature. I leave mine out for about 2 to 2.5 hours and then chill it for at least 8 hours, but I think it tastes better overnight. For a simple strawberry topping, I cut up strawberries into fourths and put them in a saucepan. To the strawberries, I add some strawberry preserves and I let that cook down for about 10 to 12 minutes. Once it's cooked down, I add a cornstarch slurry to help thicken it back up. Once the cornstarch has been mixed in, I transfer that to a bowl and put cling wrap on top, making sure to have the plastic touch the strawberry sauce so it won't create a weird film on top, and I put it in the refrigerator to cool overnight as well. Once the cheesecake has been cooled, I take hot water and dip a knife, butter knife, or offset spatula and run along the edges to help loosen the cheesecake from the edges. And because I lined it with parchment paper at the beginning, it helps for an easy transfer to a cake stand if you want to try to be fancy. Then just add your topping, take a picture, and you're all done. Enjoy!